Hope everyone had a great Tuesday. And as the title stated, I'm very lucky to be alive. Name is Shaked, Sports Guy Show. I hope everyone had a great Tuesday and waiting for some people, more people to join me. And then we'll go into depth about what took place today, what is the interpretation I'm giving. So, as the title said, hi everyone, I'm extremely lucky to be alive, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm definitely not exaggerating when I said, I am extremely lucky to be alive. Because what took place today was freaking scary. So I'm just waiting for YouTube algorithm to let people know that I'm live on YouTube. Then I will start with what took place today, why I'm extremely lucky to be alive, and also try to make sense of it. Try to make sense. Try to make sense of the meaning behind it. The meaning behind it. So if you guys want me to start, hey, good evening. I don't speak Chinese, but good evening to you. Name is Shaked Sports Guy Show. So, like I said, I'm extremely lucky to be alive. Do you guys want to know why? If you do, make sure to ask me in the comment below and I will let you know what took place today. Okay. Yeah, I don't speak Japanese either. I don't speak Japanese either. I don't speak those languages. But if you guys want to know what took place today, let me know in the comment below and I will let you know. I will tell you what took place today. Because I'm not exaggerating. I'm extremely lucky to be alive. So, anyway, what's up for him? God love me, but let's not talk about religious at the moment. Anyway, I do delivery driving part time while I'm building my YouTube platform to make it YouTube Live full time. Now, I was driving on the road. I was going straight and I had the green light. And a car had a red light. A car north and south lane. It's a four-way stop. Pardon me, three-way, like a two-way stop. A highway, like a highway, regular highway. You have going like west and east or east to west and north to south. So I was going west to east. I had a green light. A car was going north to south. Had a red light. Guess what? When I was going like that and close to where I wanted to go to the next plaza, a car was going north to south, in this case south to north, approached me like that. And by a split second, by a split, like if this car, you see my face, left side, this is the car. This is that car. You see my glass? That is my left eyeglass. that is that car. My car is right there, middle of my glasses. So I was second. I'm not talking about minutes. I was second away from being involved in a deadly car accident because I was driving a normal speed, about 20, 25, 35 miles. That car was going around 50 miles. So, plus, if I had collided with that car, or more precisely, that driver would have collided with me, it would have been a direct impact to my driver's side. So even though I have the seatbelt on at all time while I'm driving, still from that impact, I would have probably been dead by now. I'm not exaggerating because a T-bone car accident is extremely dangerous. It's the most dangerous type of accident. A, I didn't have that car approached me so fast, I didn't even have time to react. When when it happened, two things that happened which never happened to me. Number one, my right hand, but not the end, like right here, where I'm pointed, was shaking. It was shaking. B, as soon as after it happened and I was like in a safer location, I grabbed my head with both of my hands and I was like, wow! But not an excitement sound, but wow. Oh my gosh, what nearly took place? Because I didn't have time to react. I didn't see that driver approach because that driver was a maniac trying to beat a red light when he had no reason to, when he saw me coming. So I didn't even have a time to react. It was like second. I mean seconds, not I'm not talking about minutes. I'm probably talking about 3 seconds. Literally, literally what prevented the car accident was like a split second. So basically you guys can say it and I have said it. I was basically as close as you can to being involved in a car accident and not being in a car accident. That's how close I was. That's how close I was, which is very scary. Very, very scary situation. Now, I could sit here and tell you, listen, guys, God, which I don't talk about religious, but I believe someone protected me. I believe God protected me. I believe my loved ones were in heavens, my grandparents, who I miss them dearly, definitely protected me and watch over me. But I also understand that in life, when something supposedly bad happens, it's not necessarily punishment, but it's actually a blessing because God is trying to communicate with you. Listen, I believe you can do something better, maybe in life, or maybe you need to change something to get what you want. So I don't believe bad stuff necessarily means something bad. I believe there is a meaning behind it. And I try to interpret what was the meaning behind what I experienced today. And my own personal interpretation was A, stop worrying about stuff that you cannot control. B, know that everything that you want already exists for you. Those are the two definitions that I have. Those are the two meanings that I have because, like I said, I believe in life, everything happened for a reason. And I believe when God, when God tried to communicate with you, sometimes He might communicate with you through something that is happening bad, that is not good. And you might say to yourself, oh my gosh, it means God ate me. But I don't believe that is the case. I believe actually it's the message from God. Listen, you're on the right path, but I know what you need to do in order to get what you want in life. So do step A, step B, and you will get what you want. Like I said, I know my channel is not, I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about politics. Am I, do I have opinions about both of those stuff? Yeah, I do. But I think for what took place tonight, it's definitely worth me making an exemption regarding God. And here's the deal: you can believe in God. You don't have to believe in God. It's totally fine. I respect your opinion one way or another, and all of that. I really do. Thank you, Vermin. I appreciate you telling me that I look fantastic and healthy, and that you're so happy that I'm alive. I really appreciate the compliment, Vermin. I really, really appreciate the compliments that you just posted. I really appreciate that. And thank you for the compliment. I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate the like. I appreciate the support from everyone, helping my channel grow, helping my channel monetize. So I really, really appreciate the support that I'm getting. I really do appreciate. Like I said, my goal on YouTube is to motivate people. My goal on YouTube is to inspire people. My goal on YouTube is to lift people's spirits. And it doesn't have to be through religious. It doesn't have to be through religious. You don't have to be religious person to have high spirit, to be confident, to be optimistic. You really don't. It's not necessary. But when something bad happens or nearly bad happen and you escape, you understand that someone, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, Elohim, anyone, anyone, regardless of who you believe in, you understand what, with pure understanding, that when you escape something like I did, or something that you escape, you understand that there's someone above you who love you, protect you, and watching over you, and want your best. And like I said, my channel is not religion channel. It's really not. It's definitely not politics channel. But I believe in some situation like tonight, what took place earlier, the best example is to use the Lord, to use God. Because had it not been to God, I wouldn't be alive right now, ladies and gentlemen. I would probably be on a life support right now. I would probably be on a life support, and if I would have recovered, I would have suffered tremendous brain injury in a long, lengthy time of recovering and all of that. And I would have been out of job, out of work for a long time. YouTube I be able to do, wouldn't be able to do for a long time, and all of that. So I am extremely, extremely lucky and extremely grateful to be alive, extremely blessed, extremely blessed. And like I said, like I said, we shouldn't look at something that's happening in life and say, oh my gosh, this is a bad thing. Why it happened to us? But instead, we should look at it and try to dig deeper into the meaning of it. Because I believe everything in life happened for a reason. I don't believe something in life happened without a reason. I believe everything in our life, everything in our world happened for a pure good reason. The question is, are we going to find and understand the meaning behind it? Or are we going to ignore it and laugh it out? If we're going to laugh it out, it could happen again. It could happen again, but in a different situation. Or, or it could be prevented. It could be prevented. Now, in my case, what happened today, it wasn't something that I could have prevented. Like, typically, God forbid, when you get into a car accident, you can potentially prevent it, can defensive driving and all of that situation. But not in my case. In my case, I couldn't have prevented it. I couldn't have done defensive driving because I was doing a defensive driving. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't swirl my vehicle. I couldn't slow down or anything because that car was like that. That's how fast that car was. And I saw him in the split second. In the split second. Which, like I said, I'm blessed. I'm so blessed to be alive. I'm so blessed to be here with you all. I'm so grateful. I really am. And I understand the small stuff. We worry about the small stuff. Guys, they're so meaningless. They're so meaningless. I mean, we talk about, oh my gosh, we have bills to pay and all of that. And yeah, of course you want to pay your bills on time. But gosh, if you are not alive anymore and you are in heaven, do you worry about your bills? Of course not. We worry about in life, will she love me? Does she love me? Is she going to message me? Does he love me? Does he care about me? What my boss think about me? Will my boss fire me? Will my boss give me promotion? Does my boss think I'm doing a good job? Will my friend ask me out to go out tonight? Will they call me? Will they SMS me? Will I get the job that I want? We think and we think and we think and we think those stuff are so important. But what I understand, guys, after what took place to me today, no, stress is never important. Why are we worrying about stuff that we cannot control? Why are we worrying about stuff that we have no control of? Why are we worrying about in general? Worries, fears, anxiety, definitely it's not a good thing for us. Definitely it's never good for our health. So why are we worried? Why are we worried? Why are we trying, when it comes to manifestation, law of assumption, which I'm a big time believer in it, why are we worried how it will unfold, how it will show up, how will we get our desires, no matter what we try to manifest? Why we worry about all of those stuff? Why? Why? I mean, why? Because we are human and we don't know better. We don't know better and we are human. And we think, oh, if I worry about it, it's going to happen. If I worry about it, I will get my desire. Which I think in general, we are too much of a control freak society, personality. Well, we think we are the one in charge, how something will happen. And I'm here to tell you, we are not. I'm here to tell you what we want already exists. What we want, we already have it. But when we start to worry about the details, we become control freak instead of being the person who has it. That is the key in life. Everything. Everything. That is the damn key in life, guys. So imagine that we are driving a car. It's the perfect example. Imagine you have so much stress, so much anxiety. Then imagine, ladies and gentlemen, that basically you pressing the brake. Pardon me, you're pressing the gas. You have anxiety. You're pressing the gas. You approach an intersection. You're approaching the intersection. You press, and the light is about to turn red. Do you keep on pressing the gas? Of course not. You press the brake. You stop the car. The same stuff with stress and anxiety. When you have stress and anxiety, you keep pressing on the gas, and you have more and more and more of it. But when you press on the brake, you're actually letting go of the stress and anxiety, the fears and the worry. You let it go. You release it. You release it. When you release it, you understand it doesn't solve you anymore. Because stress and anxiety doesn't do us any good. It's never a good thing to be stressful. It's never a good thing to be fearful. And I know it's all human nature. I know that. I know that. But it's never a good thing. There is no benefit to that. We don't accomplish anything by being fearful. We don't accomplish anything by being stressful. We don't accomplish anything by being worryful. We don't. And all we do is hurting ourselves. When we have stress and anxiety, you know who you're hurting the foremost? You. Yes, you. Not a person out there. Not a person out there. But you're first hurting yourself. You're first hurting yourself, guys. And I hope people realizing that. Because once you realize that, it's a game set match. It's a game set match. And I hope that me sharing what happened today to me will inspire everyone. Will inspire everyone to let go of stuff that you cannot control. Let it go. Let it go. There is this thing in let it go, let it go. Oh, let it go. It's a Disney song. I don't remember the words, but I remember the words. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Exactly. Let it go. Let it go. Let it freaking go. Because there is no benefit. You know, I'm also something else I'm proud of myself. I order me earlier BK when you go Burger King. I order me Burger King. Well, that is not what I'm proud of myself. What I'm proud of myself, typically, in the past, when I order Burger King, I always order a large drink, typically large Dr. Pepper. That was then. Today, when I order me a Burger King, I the waitress asked me, Shakir, do you want a drink? I said, no drink, no drink, no drink. And I ordered me a double waffle, without a drink, without a drink. So now I can enjoy it without worrying about the sugar count. And this is not necessary worry, but here's how I think about it. If you can prevent a disease, if you can prevent a disease, in this case type 2 diabetes, if you can prevent an heart attack, if you can prevent a stroke, what, my friend? What did I do today? Well, I walked today and I nearly died today. Do you want to know what took place? Because I'm extremely lucky to be alive. Extremely lucky to be alive. So this of you who don't know, I do food delivery driving while I'm building my YouTube channel with a goal expectation aiming to do YouTube full time. So anyway, I drove today in a area that I in a road that I drive all the time. So I was going in a plaza and exiting the plaza, and I was basically, it's a two-way type of a road. You have the ability to go west to east, you have the ability, or east to west. In this case, I was going west to east. You also have the ability to go north and south or south to north. I was going west to east, and also there is a car, pardon me, there are cars that can come south or north. In this case, that car was traveling, or north to south. That car was traveling south to north. So, me going west to east, I had the green light. The car going south to north had the red light. Had the red light. But guess what happened? When I drove west to east, like I was driving like that, and while I was driving like that, a car was driving south to north, was coming like that. And so basically, here's my car right there. Here's that maniac driving south to north. By a second, I'm not talking about minutes, guys. I'm talking about by 2, 3 seconds. I got I got so lucky I wasn't involved in a deadly car accident, because I was going around 30 miles per hour, something like that. That maniac was going around 50 miles per hour. Also, if we had been collided, he would have T-boned right into my driver's side. Not into the passenger side, not into the back seat, right into the driver's side. So luckily, I had the seatbelt on, but I had no time to react. I had no time to react. I had no time to do self-defense driving or anything. I I basically even didn't see him approach until he right nearly collided with me. So basically, if this is my car right here, this is my car right there, that car was basically right there. So again, my car right here, this is my car. That other car was right, basically just a split second over there. So again, this is my car. Right here, this is me going like that. That car right there. Basically a second. I'm not talking about minutes, I'm talking about maybe 3 seconds at the most. No, because he didn't hit my car. And I mean, what the police going to do about someone who nearly hit your car? There's nothing they can do. So as soon as it happened, after it happened, my this that end, my right hand, like right here, was shaking. It was shaking right here. Never happened before. It was shaking. And as soon as I got into across the street to the east side near the plaza where I wanted to go, I grabbed my head with both of my hands, and I said like, "Wow, wow!" And I didn't say it wow like an excitement sound, like wow, oh my gosh, what nearly took place? Extremely lucky, extremely lucky. I mean, at the very least, I would have been in the hospital. I would have been hospitalized, probably on a life support, suffering a very bad concussion and a very bad brain injury, and probably multiple broken bones. That is the most lucky case. At the worst case, I would have probably been dead because of the speed that it impacted. The speed and the side. Yeah, exactly. The speed and the size. I mean, so T-bone, T-bone accident, my opinion, are the most dangerous. But also, what is most dangerous is when they hit you, God forbid, on your driver's side. On your driver's side. On your driver's side. On your driver's side, but in a fast speed. But in a fast type of a speed. That is the most dangerous part. And also, what is dangerous? When you don't have time to react. Exactly. Like, I didn't have I didn't have time to react beforehand because I didn't see that car. I mean, you assume, and also forget about assuming. When I was going uh, east to west, basically there was no car coming right at me. When I started driving, there was no car coming right at me. There was no car coming right at me. So it happened after I started driving. Now, if I had seen someone approaching and all of that, then of course I would have stopped, let them pass by, and then drive. But I already was started driving. I was already started driving. In that car, definitely is a maniac. Definitely is a very bad driver and reckless driver. Because number one, you're supposed to stop at red. You're always supposed to stop at red light, especially when you're going straight, when you're going north or south. You're definitely supposed to stop on red, and also when you make a left turn. Some area, some city, like in Charlotte, you can go on red unless there is a sign saying no turn on right on red. But anyway, number one, approach the intersection, you're supposed to stop on red. Number two, and I understand we've done it. I've tried at times to beat the red light, and I get that. But at the same time, if I try to beat the red light, I always, and I always make sure to look if there is a car that want to go east to west or west to east, that God forbid I won't be very close to collide with them. I would keep space, enough distance between me and the other car. So to be the red, to go on red, that is a crime. We've all done that. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, oh, I didn't go on red. I've done it. We all have done it. But at the same time, if I go on red, I make sure A, there's no car that I'm going to collide with. B, I don't go at excessive speed. I mean, the speed limit in that intersection was 40. That guy was going 50, maybe 60. I know I said 50, but he probably went 60 or something like that because he was racing. He was racing. He was racing. He wasn't like slowing down. He was racing so fast. So I cannot imagine what would have happened if, instead of me escaping by a split second, if you would have hit my car at an excessive speed. I mean, yeah, I would have won a lot of money through lawsuit and insurance and all of that, but my life would have been over. If I was alive, my life would have been over because I would have probably suffered a tremendous brain injury where I would have lost my memory. And for those who don't know, I have a phenomenal memories. I can remember up earlier, as early as I was 4 years old. That is how strong my memory is. And my memory is so strong, even though back in 2010, I did have a concussion from a car accident. And I had problem. The driver license plate? No. Yeah, I remember you from last night. Remember you from last night. Please smash the like button. So anyway, I'm saying I'm so damn lucky to be alive. I mean, because that concussion that I suffered was a minor concussion. It took me 6 months. Took me 6 months from a minor bleeding. I had bleeding in my brain. And I had memory problem, but I didn't lose my memory. I remember the car accident and I didn't lose conscious and anything like that. But in this case, had I have been involved in that accident, guys, my life would have been over. I mean, at the very least, I would have probably had to be put in a long-term hospital to recover, which is not funny, guys. It's not funny. It's not really funny. I would have to been put in a mental institute from suffering a tremendous injury, and like a nursing home where someone would have to feed me and all of that. I would have probably been disabled. Or I might have been a vegetable, not having the ability to think, to talk, to communicate. That would have been the best case scenario. The more likely scenario, I would have been dead. I would have been dead. The subscribe button is on my channel. You can find it. So I would have been dead. I would have been dead. So I know for a fact, don't take anything for for granted. Appreciate all the small stuff that you have. Don't worry about something that you cannot control because it's meaningless. It's meaningless and it's pointless to worry about something that you have no control of. And yeah, give, let God deal with the stress and the anxiety. Let him deal with that. Let him deal with that because I truly believe today, and I know, I know that someone above me, I will definitely say God. I will also say my beloved grandparents who are in heaven. They definitely watched over me and protect me because today was the intervention of God. I power watching over me. I power protecting me. I power God, universe, making sure that I'm not involved in a deadly car accident, which wasn't my fault. I was driving. I didn't drive above the speed limit. I didn't go on red. I was just driving normally. And it happened. I had no time to react. Typically, God forbid, when you are about to be involved in a car accident, you see it. You can prevent it. You can see the car approach. In my case, I didn't see the car approach until it was literally too late. So I'm basically, guys, you can very much say so, and that would be the correct description. I basically was as close as you can be involved in a car accident and not be involved in a car accident. That how close it was. It's not something that I ever want to experience again. And also, honestly, it's not something that I wish on anyone to experience it. And as far as people saying, well, did you call the police? Well, the police will not come and arrest someone who nearly committed a car accident. Yeah, they could have arrested them for excessive driving, for going on red, reckless driving, all of that. But honestly, after it happened, my first thought was, wow. That was my first thought. My right hand, not my hand, like right here. This portion was shaking. Where the vein was shaking. It was shaking right here. Where I'm pointing, it was shaking. Never happened to me before. I grabbed my head with two of my hands as soon as I got into a safer location. And I was like, wow! That was my first word. Wow! That was my first word. The only word that I did say, wow. So like I said, you have loved ones, make sure to tell them that you love them. Make sure, whether it's parents, girlfriend, boyfriend. I nearly got involved in a deadly car accident. Monkey Jones, please smash the like button. I nearly got involved in a deadly T-bone car accident. I was going west to east. A car, and I had the green light. The car with the red light was driving at excessive speed, and by a split second, nearly collided with me. Nearly collided with my car. So for all intents and purposes, I should be dead now. That is the truth, guys. Because I didn't have time to react. I didn't have time to like self-defense. So for all intents and purposes, I should be dead now. No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm not old. I understand I'm blessed. No, I don't think it was a female driver. I think it was a male driver, to be honest with you all. I think it was a male driver. I know it was a Miniac. And as soon after it happened, my right my right hand, but not the end portion, but like right here, like right here, right here, it was shaking. It was shaking. And I stopped when I got safe location. Right after it happened, I grabbed both of my hands. I grabbed my head for a second and I said, wow. So guys, please smash the like button. Please smash the like button. Help my channel grow. Exactly. Because I have no time to do self-defense driving. I didn't see the car approach before I started driving. So I didn't have a time for self-defense or slowing down or anything like that. That's how scary it was. But you know what? Something, guys, I see it actually as a blessing. I see it actually as a blessing for a couple of reasons. Number one, I see it as God. That is interesting saying. So I actually see it as blessing and not as a punishment. I see it as blessing as number one. And I believe in God. I just don't talk about religion on my channel, but I fully believe in God. So I believe, number one, God and my grandparents who are in heaven, who I really like both of them, was very close to both of them, especially my grandpa. I truly believe they were watching over me today, without a doubt, protecting me. Number two, beside being loved by God and my grandparents, number two, I understand not to worry about stuff that you cannot control. Just live your life as if you have your desires and let it show up. Let it show up in the most beautiful way. Stop worrying about everything. Stop worrying about stuff that you have no control of. Stop thinking it's your job to know the A, B, C, how you will get what you want. And just live your life to the fullest. And enjoy it. Enjoy your life as if you have what you want already now. So that is what I took from that car accident. Not car accident, but basically Monkey Jones and everyone else. I was basically as close as you could have been involved in a car accident without being involved in a car accident. We are talking about a second, just so you will see Monkey Jones, how far that, and everyone else, how far that car away from my car. This was my car, right here. This was my car, right here. This is my car. Pretend this is my car. That other car was right there. Basically right here. Literally a second. Literally, I'm not talking about 20 seconds. I'm not talking about 15 seconds. I'm talking about maybe the most we were separated by maybe like 3 seconds. The most. The very most. 3 seconds. And because I was going like that, and he was going like that, it collided with my car. Guess which side would have had the most impact? The driver's side. The driver's side. Not the back side, but the driver's side. And the speed limit, in case anyone was wondering, I was going about 30 miles per hour. The speed limit going north and south is 40. So I was going around 30, 35 miles. He was driving probably 60. No, I agree with you, Monkey Jones. I agree with you, my friend. I agree with you. I agree with you. I mean, now so many. And the thing is, I drove on that road so many freaking times, so many freaking times, and so many freaking times on that intersection. I probably drive on that intersection during the day 3 to 5 times a day. And nothing happened. And will I drive on that intersection again? Of course. Because I'm not going to let fears, anxiety win over. I'm not going to let something from the past materialize negatively into my future. But what I'm going to take from this, be grateful, be happy, don't worry about stuff in life, live your life to the fullest, live your life as if you have your desires now, and just enjoy the ride. Just enjoy the ride, because life is too short. I mean, we think about, we have to worry about our bills and will she call me? Will I get the jobs that I want? Will I get the subscribers count that I want? Will I get this? Will I get that? Will I go? We worry so much. But I was thinking to myself, and I told my family that, my parents, if I was dead, I definitely wouldn't need to worry about bills. So what is the point of worrying about stuff that are garbage? Absolutely garbage. Absolutely garbage. Why worrying about stuff? Why let fears and anxiety control our life? Why? Why? So I feel like, guys, I won the lottery. I literally feel like I freaking won the lottery. I definitely feel like I won the lottery. Because let's be honest, not a lot of people get second chance, or third chance, or fourth chance, or fifth chance, or sixth chance. Not a lot of people get that. Maybe if it was someone else, they would have been in that car accident. They would have been involved in that accident. But not me. Not me. I'm sitting here alive. Exactly. Exactly. I agree with you. I agree with both of you. We sure are. We sure are. And we should never take anything for granted in life. Don't take anything for granted because it could end in a second. It could end in a second. Don't worry about stuff that you have no control of. Just enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Live your life to the fullest as if you have what you want already. That is all in life. That is the meaning I give to what took place today. So, like I said, I don't believe, like, of course, it was scary, and I don't want to experience it again. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you completely. So, like I said, life in general, be grateful for what you have, be blessed, appreciate all the small stuff, have gratitude. You know, I think in life in general, we don't have gratitude. We don't have gratitude for the stuff that we have. We take it for granted. And I'm not saying publicly you have to share what you have. You can do it in privately. But wake up every day in big gratitude. Be appreciated. You wake up. You have your body. You can move your legs. You can move your hand. You can breathe. You can eat. You can drink. You can take a shower. You can brush your teeth. Wash your hair. Small stuff that we take in life for granted. But a lot of people don't have it. Then make a list. Make a list every day. You wake up, you read it, of all of the great stuff that you have in life. You want, make a list of the stuff that you want to have as if you have it. But just be gratitude, just be appreciate. Don't take it for granted because it can end in a second. In my in my situation today, it would have ended in a second because I didn't have a time to react. I didn't have time to self defense. Driving, I didn't have time to press on the brake. Any of that. I didn't have time for nothing. Exactly, but they said in my case, it's not a bad situation. I don't believe this is punishment. I don't believe this is punishment from God. In my case, I don't. I believe it's actually God telling me, listen, live your life as if you have all you want right now. And if you live your life as if all you have right now, do you worry about stuff that you have no control of? The answer is pretty much no. No, no, and no. So that, my friend, was a wake up call. But honestly, a very good wake up call. A very good wake up call. A very beautiful wake up call. Which make me happy. Make me happy. Because you, God, saying, Shaked, you can have all your desires now. Just live your life as if you have it. Let go of the past. Let go of the stress, anxiety, fears, etc. Let it go. There is a song. I don't know the song name. It's a Disney song, but I remember the word so much. Let it go, let it go, let it go. That is the song. I don't know that song. I heard it like a couple of years ago, but it's the best song. Let it go. Let go of the fears. Let go of the anxiety. It's meaningless. It's pointless. It's garbage. There's no meaning. So I'm glad I received that wake up call. I really do. Because now I believe anything is possible. That's what I do, guys. So if you take one thing from my broadcast tonight, from me sharing the story, if you haven't done so, do a soul searching. See, see what you need to work on. And when I say need to work on, here's the deal: no one is perfect. But when I say see what you need to work on, see what is preventing you from living your life to the fullest. And you know it yourself. You don't have to post it in the comment below. Do it for yourself. Try to figure what is the one thing that is preventing you from having the life that you want. And when you realize that, anything is possible. Anything is freaking possible. Because we are so powerful, the more than you realize, guys. You're so powerful. We all are so powerful. And please watch this stream again and again. Bookmark it. Not so much for the viewing hours, but watch it again and again to inspire you, to understand anything in life is possible. But the past has no meaning, no attachment to it. Until then, good night, everyone. God bless you all. See you guys in the next stream.